Hi, I'm Deanna from the Pilates Studio. Thanks for joining me today. I'm going to take you through a nice short but full rounded Pilates workout today, just to give you a quick break from your desk or from your kids, depends, or both. So to get started, you just need to make sure you do have a mat or a non-slip surface and a chair. So we are going to start sitting on your chair, near the edge of the chair. The knees are going to be bent about hip width apart and your hands are resting on top of the knees. We're going to take a deep breath in through our nose, and as you exhale through your mouth, I want you to allow your chin to sink down towards your chest and just roll forward a little bit through the spine, sliding your hands all the way down towards your feet, getting hopefully a nice stretch in the lower back. Take a deep breath here again, and then exhale. Think of pulling your abdominals and your ribs up towards the ceiling as you restack your spine up. So you come onto the sit bones, and then each vertebrae, one at a time, restacks up on top of each other until your head comes up. This time you're going to inhale, reach your arms out to the side and up. And then exhale, lower the arms to the legs, drop the chin to the chest, and roll forward, reaching the hands towards your feet. Breathe in. Breathe out, restack that spine up again. Same thing, arms out to the side and up on an inhale. And exhale, rolling forward again, so hands are sliding down towards the feet. Deep breath. Exhale, restack the spine up. Inhale, reach both arms to the ceiling. This time you're going to lower one arm to the side and bend. Then you're going to restack your spine up, reach the other arm up and bend to the other side. So you're just doing a little bit of a side bend here. One more on each side. And then you're going to reach both arms forward, starting on top of those sit bones. You're going to tuck your tailbone under and do basically a pelvic tilt. And you're going to just roll back. Then you're going to uncurl your tailbone and straighten out your spine again. So it's not a big movement. It's not about leaning backwards. It's about your pelvis tucking under and your lower back flattening towards the chair behind you. Okay, and again, so if you think of it just more of a movement through your hips, you can get a good abdominal work with this one if you just think tighten the abdominals as you tilt your pelvis. As you restack your spine up, you're going to reach your arms up. Then you're going to open them out to the side and twist to one side. Come back to the middle. Open the arms up, twist to the other side. Come back to the middle. Lower the arms and tuck and roll back. Inhale, restack your spine, reach your arms up. Exhale, open and twist. Inhale to the middle. Exhale, inhale, exhale, rotate or tuck and roll back. Inhale, back up. Exhale, twist. Tuck and roll back. One more round. So you're reaching up and then you get this nice rotation. One more roll back. And then restack the spine up straight. Fantastic. And then you're going to take your chair and just bring it kind of to the front of your mat. And you're going to be sitting with your feet underneath your chair. Okay, your knees are going to be bent. Your hands are going to reach on top. And of course, everyone's chair is going to be slightly different height. But do the best you can with this. And just round your back. Okay, so your head is lifted slightly. Okay, and you're just kind of thinking of rounding through that spine. And then I want you to start to slide back. So your hands will slide along the top of the chair. And you're going to keep tucking back. Keep the knees shoulder width apart. Rolling about halfway back, just like we did in the chair, but now a little bit further. And then you're going to restack your spine up straight, reach your arms to the ceiling. Rotate and up. Rotate and up. Then just tuck and roll back, lowering the arms. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, rotate. So a little harder, right? Especially if you're tight through those hips. One more time. Roll it back. Inhale, up. Twist one, twist two, and then roll all the way down to the mat. So if you can get all the way flat, legs are still underneath your chair, okay? I want you to flex your feet, so you're pulling your toes towards you and pushing your heels away from you. And I want you to reach your arms straight up to the ceiling, palms facing in towards each other. When you breathe out, lower your arms and lift your head and chest so you're looking towards your chair. And I want you to gently tilt your pelvis so you're pushing your low back towards the mat, just gently, and then release back. This is our half roll up. So you push, low back presses gently into the mat, and release. You should be getting abdominal work from that. If you're not, just try to come up that extra inch. Usually that does the trick. Now, if you can do this without lifting your legs, not everyone will be able to. It's a tricky one. You're going to roll up. You're reaching up. Reach over top of the chair. And then you're going to roll back. The roll up, you're literally trying to pick each vertebrae up off the mat one at a time. The tricky part is the low back. And then on the way back, you're trying to imprint each vertebrae one at a time all the way back down. And again, you can do the half or the full. Just make sure that your legs stay on the ground, right? If every time you lift, your legs are coming up off the ground, try and really breathing out nice and hard. Because that can give you a little bit of back issues if you do that too often. So that exhale through a forced, like half closed lip makes a difference. We're going to do one more here. Perfect. Now what we're going to do is you're going to try and bring your feet up onto your chair so that your knees are bent about pretty much above the hips. Arms are going to reach out to your side, palms facing the floor. And then I want you to let both legs lower to one side. So one of your feet will actually lift off the chair. So that's a breath in. Keep both shoulders glued to the mat. And then exhale, roll the legs back up. Then inhale to go to the other side. And up. So this is our spine twist. And again, the idea is gluing those shoulders down onto the mat. And let that one foot lift off the chair. You're trying to just get that movement through the middle spine. That's where most of our rotation comes from, or the majority of it. This is a nice stretch. Last one on the other side. And then in this position still, I want you to take your ankle and bring it up on the front of your thigh. Okay, now everyone's going to have different tension through their hip. You can gently press on that bent knee. If you're feeling a stretch in your glute, great. If you're not, grab behind your leg and pull the legs towards you. Doesn't take much, and you can usually feel that stretch. You want the stretch to be in the side of the glute where the ankle's up. So if your left ankle is on your right thigh, your left glute is meant to feel the stretch. And then we'll switch the other side. So you bring the ankle up under the thigh. You're not really feeling the stretch. Gently pull towards you. Perfect. So relaxing. And then you're going to bring one leg just kind of resting on the chair, the other leg straight up. Grab behind your knee and gently pull the leg towards you. Flex the foot, point the foot. So we're going to do a little bit of ankle pumping here, but trying to hold a little bit of a hamstring stretch as well. Then you can roll the ankles and roll the feet. Still gently pulling the leg towards you. Roll the feet the other way. Let's get some of that circulation going. And then bringing the leg down, you're just going to switch to the other side. So you're gently pulling your leg towards you until you get that little bit of a stretch, and then point and flex the feet. And again, this gives a little stretch through the calves and the ankles. Helps with the circulation. If you're sitting down for long periods of time, it doesn't feel nice on your lower legs, does it? And then roll the ankle, roll the foot. And again, still having that gentle stretch. Switch directions. And then bring the legs back down. Okay, and so we're gonna sneak in a little bit of ab work before the end of this class. So this can be done, knees right over the hips in a tabletop position, or with your feet hovering. Okay. Hands are going to come behind your head, so you should see your elbows in your peripheral vision, and then tilt the pelvis so your lower back is pressing gently into the mat. Exhale, curl up into your ab curl and down. Okay, so again, you can do this with your legs supported, or you can do it with your legs in a tabletop, which makes it a lot more challenging to keep your imprint, or to keep your lower back in contact with the mat. So if it's going in, like if you're doing any abdominal work and it's really getting into your lower back, you need to adjust. Then you're going to rotate. So you're going to lift and just twist to one side. So the weight kind of goes on one shoulder blade. You come down and then you go to the other side. Keep those legs nice and still. Naturally, they're just going to want to move side to side, but I want you to keep them nice and still. Hopefully you're feeling this in the abdominals. 4 more. Nice and slow and controlled. And relax it down. All right, so this one is a little bit of a shoulder bridge. It can be done with your feet on the floor or on the chair. The chair is going to give you a lot more challenge in the hamstring area. So just play it by ear. I'm going to get you to flex your feet if you've got your feet up on the chair, arms at your side. And I want you to squeeze through the glutes, and I want you to pick your hips up. And then lower them back down. Okay, so exhale up. I'm going to show you the different version. That's just with your feet on the ground and up. Because a lot of times that with your heels up on the chair can be really hard on your back, your hamstrings, your knees. This is supposed to make you feel good. 4 more, whichever one you've chosen. 2, 3, last one. Fantastic. And then everyone's going to hug their knees into the chest. And then to get out of this position, just roll to your side and press yourself all the way back up. All right, so now you're going to bring your legs to the outside of your chair, just so you have something to kind of squeeze against. You want to be sitting straight, like you're up against a wall, which means you want to make sure the weight is on those butt bones or those sit bones. If you're tight at all through the hips and hamstrings and you have your legs straight, you'll tend to kind of tuck under like this. Okay, so you can bend the knees to sit up tall. If you're nice and flexible, straighten those legs, go for it, okay? Now we're going to reach our arms out to the front, palms facing towards each other. I want you to exhale, twist to one side, come to the middle, then twist to the other side. Give that chair a really gentle squeeze. Okay. Now if you feel comfortable, take it up so that the hands are behind the head. You're almost pressing your hands into your head and your head into your hands. Elbows, nice and wide. Twist. Center. Center. Yeah, a little bit harder, right? Now we're going to add some side bending. So you're going to twist. Then you're going to bend to the other side. Then you're going to come back up, and then you're going to come to the center. So if you're twisting to the left, bend your right elbow to the ground. Bend and back up. And twist. So it's like turn, bend, up, twist. Turn, bend, up, twist. Trying to stay nice and tall the entire time. And again, this is just to work through the rotation in your back, right? One more on the other side. And release it all the way down. And then to finish off, let me get you to stand up. My head is usually chopped off because I have a tiny little apartment to video these in, but I do my best. We're going to stand facing the chair. I want you to take an inhale, reach your arms up, and then exhale, dive your hands forward towards your chair. So your hands are flat. All right, so we're going to go into our cat-cow position. So I want you to tuck the tailbone under, round through the spine. That's your angry cat. Then you're going to uncurl the tailbone, lengthen out the spine. So you're going to tuck and round. Inhale, lengthen it out. All right, so tuck and round. Lengthen it out. Now I want you to straighten out your back, press the weight back just a little bit and walk your hands as far forward as you can get them. And stretch those hamstrings. Try to hold this position, just breathing slowly in and out. Pressing back further if you can. Hopefully you're getting a really nice stretch. And when you're ready, in your own time, to slowly start to restack that spine all the way back up into a standing position. And you guys are done. That was fantastic. So a nice 15-minute kind of overall stretch for you, just to give you a little bit of a break from sitting down. Thanks for joining me, and I hope to see you next time.